Hello, welcome to episode number 10 of Business My Way. And this is episode number 10. I can't believe I've been doing it for 10 weeks now, even though it doesn't seem that long. So today I chose my topic to be a contribution. And I chose this topic because. So a couple months ago, I saw a quote from Dr. Dane here on Facebook. It's not what it costs; it's what it contributes to you and to your business and to anything. And so for me, it's kind of a choice to actually choose to live by that principle, by that philosophy, because. I noticed, especially when starting my own business, business do have expenses, and most of the businesses function from how much it costs how much it costs to run something, how much it costs to add something. Let's say for online businesses, the most expensive thing is usually website, and then there's different applications they can use, different systems they can use to make their lives easier and business life easier. And when business is not doing that great, first thing the business owners usually look at is where to cut costs, where to basically instead of looking at things that's gonna create more, or looking at things that's actually contributing to the business, they actually see where they can cost and replace it with something that it's cheaper or but not as effective. And for me, it really showed up last year in I think it was end of the summer. I started to use Kartra for my business. Yeah, I think it was end of summer. And at the time it was 19, well, it's still $99 a month. But for me, I never paid so much for website before. But before I used to use WordPress site. I don't have anything against WordPress site. They're doing a pretty good job. But I was paying for WordPress site for hosting and everything about $15 a month for 3-4 years, and I actually never published my site. It never went live. I was constantly doing something, adding something, changing something, and I never was happy what I was creating. And then I kind of tried Kartra for months. At the time, they were offering 30-day free trial, so I signed up for it. And I made a demand of myself that I'm gonna make extra money in my business to actually pay for that site, to pay for those services. Because then, and pretty much everything changed. I started to make more money. I started to build my email list because it was so much easier than use other services. Building pages was so much easier than what I was doing with WordPress. And even though my website is not fully finished, I still was able to create my business without having a website, and just having Kartra account and starting building my email list, starting inviting people to my online classes without having my own website. And it's not just one of the examples. There are so many examples I can share where the cost wasn't the criteria for why I would choose something. It was a contribution it's gonna give to my business. And every time you you kind of think of something that's kind of great thing to add to your business, but it's not always contributes. And just because it's the cheapest thing, it actually can diminish your business. And so you have to start looking at the things like, I know at the first it might be like difficult or complicated or not for you, not what you are looking for. But the thing is about once you start functioning and living by the energetic principles, the cost guide is not an issue anymore. Because once you start, and that is true in the business as well, because business belongs is into in this world, and this world consists of energies. And if you're creating your business, your life, your body, your money based on energetic principles, then cost shouldn't be an issue, because for energy, cost doesn't mean anything. Energy looks at what is going to contribute something or it's not going to contribute something. Like, for example, let's look at the animals in your life. Animals bring, like, if you love animals, let's say dogs, and just imagine what your life, if you have animals in your life, just imagine what your life is going to be like if you didn't have a dog in your house, or if you had dog in your house. And dogs are not free. Like, you still have to uh, buy food for them, you still have to go for walks with them, but just imagine how much joy and happiness they bring to you. I don't have children, but I can imagine for some people children is really great contribution. Even though they're messy, they shout, they scream, they cry, they do all sorts of stuff, and still people want to have children because it's the contribution to their life, not it what it's gonna cost to them. And the same is in the business. You can't not have something in your business just because it's gonna cost you a lot. You have to go from the point of view what it's gonna contribute to your business. Because sometimes the thing you are gonna pay for, it's actually gonna bring you more clients. It's gonna bring you more money. It's going to bring you more ease in your business, because sometimes it's easier to let's say you don't like to clean house. I'm just looking now from the like like, for example, you have a you don't like cleaning, so, and what would it say, what would be easier if you actually invited someone to clean house for you and you paid for them, pay them to do that. And wouldn't be easier to actually create that money than to actually go and clean yourself and be unhappy about that? Because for me, it totally would work. I would totally pay someone to come and clean my house. Well, I haven't chosen it yet, but I might do it someday. And actually use that time and energy to create money to pay for the cleaning services, to pay for to pay someone to in your business to do, especially if you are in online business. Most of the people who start an online business do it by themselves. And if you are what would it take to actually invite someone in that could contribute to your business, who actually could do things that you can kind of delegate them to do, and so it frees up your time and you can create more of something else. I think I mentioned in one of the previous videos about Richard Branson. Richard Branson won't be able to create his business empire by himself. He had to bring in people who is gonna kind of support his vision and support him in creating this vision, and for this vision become a reality. At the same thing with Steve Jobs. He invited to work people with who is actually gonna create his vision. He didn't go for creating cheapest model of iPhone or computer. He went for something that's gonna create his vision. And if we were to go on always for what is cheapest and what is most affordable, then there wouldn't be these great, amazing buildings that are out of shape. We would have like all the uh, buildings look the same, like they used to do it in communism. That just build the buildings that are matchbox, like lots of matchboxes. There wouldn't be great music compositions. Like for example, Beyonce. I think I'm not 100% sure about the facts, but she did this tour. Yeah, last I think it was last year. I forgot what's the name of it. The concert was 2 hours, and she literally was training for months and months and months to put that show up. And the same time, some other person, as a singer, who goes on a stage and performs just standing and playing guitar. Both of those things are contribution. Beyonce is someone who wants her vision to come, and it's create something for her in her life, and it's create something in the viewer's life. At the same time, the person who is just playing guitar, it creates that for him. It doesn't mean that one is better or worse. It doesn't mean that she wasted all these 6 months training for something, but she didn't. It was contribution to her life, to her business, to her everything. At the same time, it's she didn't think what it's gonna cost. She didn't go, oh, we are not gonna invest in this, don't know, diamond crown she's wearing on because it costs too much. It wasn't her motivation to, oh, we're just gonna cost where we can, like they do in many building projects now. They just go with what it's gonna create fastest and cheapest and quickest result instead of what it's actually gonna create for the future. So I'm inviting you as well to actually look at your business and see what are the things that are actually contributing to your life and living and your business, and what are the things that are not doing that. And especially if there is one thing that keeps kind of popping and popping in your head, and you kind of like walking around thinking whether to invest it or not, just ask, is this going to be contribution to my life, my living, and my business? And I love one really good question from Access Consciousness. It goes like that: if I buy you or if I invest in you, what would my life and business going to be like in 5 years? And and if I didn't invest and buy you, what would my life, my living, and my business going to be like in 5 years? And you just follow the energy. You basically, like, instead of like looking for answer for the question, just get a sense of the how it is. Like usually the response comes in sensation. It's like the question that's kind of true for you. It's going to make you feel lighter, more expansive. And the question that makes you feel kind of contraction and heavy and not as expansive, that's not going to be true for you. And once you start kind of functioning from that point of view, that it's not what it costs, but what it's going to contribute to your life and living and your business, when you start to, then it's kind of hard to invest in something that's not going to be that, because sometimes you can't see the results straight away. Sometimes the result shows up later on. So that's it for today. So I'm inviting you to look at your business and your life and to see what it's contributing and what is not, and what else is possible. Thank you very much and have a lovely evening. Bye bye.